communications in the wilderness. You know, when I'm out on a solo trip for 21 days, my wife Kim, who I love her, that she's just like, you go off and do your adventure thing, and she is not a worrier. She is not a worrier at all. Um, I think I worry more though when I'm out here. She's not worried about my safety so much, although she does like me to check in, just so she knows that I'm still alive. Um, I also like being able to check in once a night just to make sure there's not been a death in the family or a car accident or some sort of emergency, or that my book has sold 1 million copies, is now a New York Times bestseller. So you, dear watcher, you can help me become that, okay, by one of my books. Wilderness Waters, True Life Adventures of Paddling and Fishing the Wilderness, or A Wilderness Filled Soul. Big Game Adventures of Family, Challenge, and Inspiration. So there you go. There's my shameless plug for my own books. But I do like to be able to have that security, okay? And also GPS is handy for sometimes the portage trails are hard to find. Even though I'm really good with a map and a compass, sometimes I have to rely on the GPS. So this GPS, I'm not endorsing Garmin InReach, but boy, this is a fantastic unit, okay? Because it's the only unit that I know of anyway. That it's a GPS, and also has the ability to text anywhere on the planet with anyone, okay? Because it doesn't use cell phone towers. Obviously, I'm not going to get cell phone reception out here. It uses GPS satellites in order to communicate. So it's not as simple as me being able to, like my phone, being able to just text somebody, plug in any number, text anybody. I've got to go online. I've got to preload the numbers and sync it and all that kind of stuff. But what this allows me to do is it allows me to text anybody anywhere in the world, regardless of if I've got cell phone coverage or not. Another nice feature, a peace of mind for both my family back home and also me, is it's got an SOS feature on it, okay? So if I push that button, if I capsize and I'm freezing cold and I've lost my canoe, and I'm in a hurt box, I can hit the SOS button, and that puts me in instant communication with text, not voice. It doesn't do voice. With text and with an emergency operations center, and I can text them, and based upon what's going on, they can send search and rescue, whatever the situation is. It's kind of cool, as if I'm like elk hunting in the Colorado Rockies, and I'm falling off a cliff, and I manage to hit the button as I'm falling down. If I get knocked unconscious, if I hit the SOS button and for some reason I don't respond to their text, they automatically send search and rescue. And what's a cool little feature? Every time I send someone a text, there can be a link in there, and so like they can just click on it and instantly pull up on Google Maps exactly where I'm at. So like my son Brian, we were texting last night, and so I sent him a fishing report, and he's like, okay, I see you're camped on Buck Lake, and it looks like you've got a big tree next to you. So that is kind of a neat feature. So anyway, communications in the wilderness. This does a lot of things. Most importantly, gives you peace of mind that when you're out here, you're not missing something important back home, and for your loved ones back home to be able to reach you when you're out here in the wilderness. Other than that, keep the darn thing off. One of the reasons that you go in the wilderness is to escape texting. So just check in once a day with loved ones. But it is a nice feature, especially the SOS. So there you go.